Look, if you believe that you need a Hollywood-grade camera worth thousands of dollars, a tech degree, or 1 million subscribers before your YouTube channel even matters, you've been lied to. And I say that from personal experience because I used to buy into all of those lies as well. Truth is YouTube is way easier than you think, especially if you're even slightly entrepreneurial. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how to cut through the excuses and start a channel that can legitimately grow your audience, your impact, and your income. Okay, here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna expose 3 commonly believed myths that stop most people from ever hitting the record button. Then I'm gonna lay out a simple path and some strategy to stop you from overthinking and get you into creating videos that actually connect with people, even if you're working a day job right now and you just have access to a smartphone. I sound fired up about this because I wasted years believing I wasn't ready, believing I needed fancier gear, believing I needed to be a tech wizard, believing, well, if I don't already have thousands of subs, I can't make money anyway. And I can't stress this enough. That's all pure garbage. Let's get rid of it so you can get started. First, let's talk about the myth that wrecked my motivation for far too long. Myth number 1. I need fancy gear to start. How am I supposed to compete with top creators who have pro lighting setups and multiple cameras and fancy microphones that cost more than my rent at the time? That's how the story goes, right? But let me cut through that. You don't need expensive gear. In fact, you probably have everything that you need already, like right now. Unless you're watching me on a flip phone from like 2003 when I graduated high school, you most likely have a smartphone with a decent built-in camera. Most smartphones shoot 4K, which is more than enough to look good on YouTube. I don't care if you're a mom filming in your living room or you're a side hustle entrepreneur on your lunch break. With your phone, you have all the capabilities to get started and build an audience today. Let me give you an example. You've probably heard of channels that are huge on YouTube now that started with just a phone like I'm telling you to do. Some massive YouTubers back in the day when I first got started were using crusty old webcams, right? So now they have $1 million studio, sure, but back then they had to rely on personality, creativity, and consistently posting. That means that with your phone and some decent lighting, it can literally be the start of something new. Stand next to a window if you have to. Maybe a $20 lapel mic if you have an extra $20 laying around. And if you can't afford it, your phone is good enough. It's no big deal. With the technology that we have within the software now and free tools at our fingertips, your phone's mic is good enough. Here's the reality. Come closer. Viewers care more about the content, what you're saying, how you're helping them, than whether or not you're filming on a $5,000 camera. My first setup was literally an old Kodak EasyShare camera that had the option for video, and my lighting came from the window. 0 out of 10 aesthetics, I give you that, but guess what? It worked, slowly but surely, because I focused on delivering a message people actually wanted. Eventually, I started building the momentum so I could justify better equipment, but like I always say, use what you have until what you have pays for what you want. I didn't wait around until I had the perfect rig, even though I got in my head about it early on, and you shouldn't either. So myth 1, total nonsense. Stop letting that gear be your excuse. Use the camera you have, record, trust me, you will never look back as soon as you get into momentum. This next myth is an absolute classic, and I hear this even to this day. I can't start YouTube, Adam, because I'm not a tech person. Let me guess. Whenever you hear the words editing or algorithm, your eyes just kind of glaze over. You think that, oh, that's for younger people who grew up on social media and probably understand coding. Look, if you can navigate Facebook, you can buy something online, you can handle YouTube. You can set up a YouTube channel using your existing Google account. It's basically a few clicks. You add a channel name, add a profile image, and done. You want to edit videos yourself? Grab a phone. You can drag and drop literally all these different apps that are at our fingertips, like CapCut, iMovie. They're drag and drop. You can pick the clips you want. You can trim them, add a little bit of text, maybe some music. There's no need here for like a 4-year degree, right? You don't need a film production background to make YouTube videos that look clean enough for your audience. Plus, there are so many tutorials for every single step that I'm talking about here. If you're stuck on how to add subtitles or you have no idea how to do a custom thumbnail, guess what? YouTube has that. The place that you want to be is the place that has the solution. How to make a custom thumbnail. I've watched so many of these videos over the years, and I've gotten very good at it myself, but I'm telling you to take the same steps that I've taken. So if you want to see the step-by-step videos like that, just go through them. That's how everybody learns. Everybody is a student of YouTube University. In fact, that's what we're doing right here, right? Even the biggest creators at one point had to type in, how do I do XYZ? They Googled it or YouTubed it at some point. So don't feel like you're alone in this. Don't feel embarrassed to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed to search for the knowledge and then apply the knowledge. Now let's talk about the algorithm. Everybody acts like this thing is some big bad monster that we gotta outsmart. Bad Macho Man impression there. Look, that's an outdated mindset. The algorithm's #1 priority is showing viewers content that they actually want to watch. Mind-blowing, right? So if you make videos that really solve a problem, share real insights, or deliver solid entertainment, you're already in like the top 99 percentile here. Sure, there's gonna be some best practices like adding relevant tags, crafting clickable titles, those custom thumbnails we were just talking about, but none of that requires you to be tech savvy. It just requires you to be resourceful and creative. And as entrepreneurs, being resourceful is in our DNA. We solve problems, we figure it out as we go. We are developing that skill set every single day. So myth #2 is absolutely destroyed. You don't need to be a coder. You don't need to be an editing genius. You don't need to be a social media savant to start. You just need to be willing to learn a few basic things one step at a time. That's it. Now let's talk about the money myth. If you truly believe that I can't monetize anything until I reach 1,000 subscribers, Adam, and hit 4,000 watch hours, right? Well, I give you this, you're half right, because that does apply to YouTube's built-in ad revenue, the partnership program. But guess what? You don't need to wait for that to start earning real income from your channel. Like, you could sell your own products, you could sell your own services day one. You could do affiliate marketing, brand deals, or coaching, whatever your entrepreneurial mind could come up with. You can literally say to your audience, hey, if you found this valuable, check out my digital product, or grab my 30-minute consult in the links below. Download my free PDF that leads to a paid course, right? No specific sub count required. 0. In fact, you could do it with like 10 subs if you wanted. You could do it with 1 sub if you want to. A lot of people forget that YouTube is basically the greatest marketing funnel on earth. People watch, they see your expertise, they feel your personality, and if they like you, chances are they'll eventually buy from you. So if you're a service-based entrepreneur, you might make $105, maybe even $1,000 from a single client who discovered you on YouTube. I know I have. I could tell you all about that in another video. Meanwhile, if you wait on ad revenue, do you know how much money you make per 1,000 views? My videos fluctuate from like $3 all the way up to $21. And that's my own personal experience. But it's usually not that much, right? 10,000 views at $3 per 1,000 views, not a whole lot of money. So ironically, you can make a lot more without the partnership program or in conjunction to the partnership program if you approach it like a business from the start. Some of my first income on YouTube had nothing to do with ads. I was pointing people to a lead magnet. I was building my email list. I was giving them a link to sign up for something. That's how I started paying some of my bills early on when I had a tiny channel. Now, let me say this very plainly. You don't need that 1,000 subs to make real money. It's just an outdated way of thinking. If you keep waiting to get big first, you'll miss countless opportunities to serve a smaller, highly engaged audience that's ready to buy. So myth #3, toasted. Start with monetization strategies that fit your audience and fit your niche, even if you're brand new. Okay, we've destroyed the 3 big myths: gear, tech savviness, and the 1,000 subscriber threshold thing. Here's my question for you. Why the heck, especially after watching a video like this, would you wait any longer to take this seriously? Every day that you hesitate is a day that you're letting somebody else fill in that space that you should be in. There are billions, yes, billions of YouTube viewers. The audience is massive and they're growing every single day. They're out there searching for your content. But if you're not making your content, well, they'll find somebody who is. Here's the deal. Imagine a year from now. You could be 50 videos in, you could have a loyal community that trusts you, maybe some extra income, maybe it leads to your business booming, or you could just sit around and say, I'll start when I'm ready. Trust me. You'll never feel 100% ready. There are days before I hit record that I don't even feel ready. The only way to get ready is by actually doing. Your repetition builds your reputation. Either you'll be known for doing it or known for saying you're going to do it and then never following through. And you don't even need to sacrifice your day job right now. Film on the weekends, during lunch breaks, or after the kids are in bed. In fact, my daughter, we have a 2-year-old daughter, she's napping right now. And that's when I shoot my videos. You could post once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Just get consistent, because the consistency matters more than the crazy edits or the intensity, right? A year of consistent posting, that is an unstoppable momentum for you. I'm saying that from personal experience, but if you post for a year, your life can change. A random, sporadic posting schedule, yeah, not so much. But if you end up doing nothing for the next year, I can guarantee 0 progress. Keep in mind that everybody's first video typically kind of sucks. Usually it's their worst video. But at this point, You got to get out of your own way so you can create the next one, and each one that you do, improve by that little 1%. You can fix your lighting, you can fix your audio, you can fix your pacing. Your confidence on camera will come from repetition, your editing style, for example. And over time, those 1% improvements, like I've been talking about, they stack up and your content gets downright addictive, hopefully, right? That's how we get to the next level. But you can't skip the initial step. The only difference between YouTubers you watch and you is that they had the guts to post that first awkward video. So if you're dreaming about building an online business or a personal brand, or just want to share your passion, YouTube is the perfect platform. It's free, it's giant, it's ginormous, right? And it's where people come and meet you, and you can funnel people into your brand. You're not stuck waiting for approval or some letter from a gatekeeper, right? You simply start, build your channel, and let the audience find you. Now let's turn all of that talk into actual momentum for you, because knowledge without action is absolutely worthless, and I don't want this video to be worthless for you. So step one, right after this video, literally sign into YouTube and create your channel if you haven't already. Even if you don't upload a single video today or tomorrow or even this week, just naming the channel and adding that profile pic is progress. You're now in the game at that point, right? Step two, download my free quick start YouTube guide. I'll put the link in the description box below. I put it together because I wanted you guys to have a clear roadmap on how to get the first few videos up and running, from some gear setups to frameworks that I've been using for years to grow my channel, and proven ways that you can get those first few views and actually build traction and momentum. It's basically like a cheat sheet that I wish I had. I worked on it for a couple weeks. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Again, link in the description box below. Step three, commit to a simple posting schedule. Maybe it's once a week. Maybe it's once every 2 weeks. Just be consistent. Throw out that perfectionism that's been holding you back. If your video's not perfect, guess what? Post it anyway. That's how you improve. Don't hide behind, I'll start posting when I'm happy with the video quality, right? A lot of people do that. Quality is subjective, and no matter how good you think it is, somebody can pick it apart. So just start posting it anyway. If you get out of your own way, it's going to be the number one thing that's going to help you get to the next level, because we can't overthink our way into progress, right? We got to get out of that. We got to get out of our own way. That's what I'm getting at. Now, step number four. If you found any shred of value here, I want you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is all about helping entrepreneurs leverage YouTube to grow, scale, and monetize their expertise. If you want more tips, more strategies, more myth busting, so you can level up, then just stick around. That's what we do here. Lastly, I want you to jump down in the comments and do me a favor. Tell me which myth has been holding you back the most, and one step that you're going to take right now to bust it, right? I feel like Adam Savage, right? Not Adam Ivy. If it's gear, maybe commit to filming your first video on your phone like today. If it's tech phobia, vow to watching a 10-minute YouTube editing tutorial tonight to kind of make you feel a little bit more confident and say like, oh, it's not as hard as I thought it was. If it's that 1,000 subscriber lie, come up with a simple product or an affiliate link that you can mention. Let me know in the comments below which one has been holding you back the most. Make the promise publicly. Sometimes that can light a fire underneath you, and that's exactly what you might need right now. Because here's the thing, I can't start your channel for you. You have to do it, but trust me on this. You have something that the world needs to hear. Yes, your perspective. Yes, your style. Your take on whatever niche or topic that you love. Let's not hide anymore. YouTube is huge. Like I said, it's unstoppable. It's inviting you. I'm inviting you to jump in. So let's freaking go. Got to quit overthinking. You got to get rid of that self-doubt, and you need to start making your mark, which requires you taking action. Guys, I appreciate you watching. The only thing standing between you and your dream YouTube channel is actually hitting that record button. So let's do this.